The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Thursday, July 6th. It's 5:29, and there's two voices back on your radio today.
It's so good to be back with you, Shawn. I am just really stoked that it's sunny out. The fog seems to be dissipating. It's a good morning.
Notice anything new just about rolling into Fort McMurray or anything?
It was pretty dark when I was rolling into Fort McMurray. I got back this morning at 2:30, so...
Did you paddle all the way back? I know you're out kayaking. Did your car break down?
It sure did seem like I paddled all the way back. When I woke up yesterday morning, I got in a kayak, and I paddled 30 kilometers. And then when I finished, I was in Drumheller.
Oh, jeez.
And I had to drive
You're
back
like, oh, yeah,
down.
I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. The entire day yesterday was like, man, I got to get back to work. And but my truck was 30 kilometers away, so into the boat I got, and I just went.
You might as well have just driven right to the station and sleep here on the couch that we have.
I did consider that, but here I am. I'm here. We're awake. We're alive. We're feeling good, and coffee will get us through.
There we go. Another one on the round.
I'd like to take a moment and just applaud the wildlife around here. Mm-hmm. I think it's smarter than the wildlife around Drumheller.
Oh, really? Did you run into something?
Well, almost. First off, driving from Fort McMurray all the time, I've never almost hit a deer or a coyote or an anything. And then I go to Drumheller, and the first thing I do is almost hit a coyote.
Jeez.
Then there's this deer just standing on the side of the road, and I'm looking in my rearview mirror, and I see the person's following far too close, and I'm braking and like tapping my brakes like, wake up, sir, behind me, and saying out loud, don't cross the road, dear. Stay right there. Stay right there. And my husband's like, stop.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, we're fine. Don't worry. I have this under control.
And you're in big truck too, so you can just...
Well, I don't think it would really like... The headlights probably wouldn't like a deer in them. I bet you they would crack. It wouldn't be great. But it did cross in front of me, and no, I didn't hit it. It was fine.
Yeah.
But then yesterday, as we continued this drive, a bird flew into the grill of my truck, and I had to feel bad about that.
Yeah, I've dealt with the birds before. That's terrifying.
Yeah. And then, as I'm driving along on a gravel road, a cute little prairie dog decides to run out in front. Okay. I don't think I did. But my husband as well yelled, like, do not swerve on a gravel road for a prairie dog. And I was like, but I want to. But I have to say, no wildlife here near Fort McMurray. I've never almost hit something on the way to Edmonton, but that 2 hours between Edmonton and Drumheller, my goodness, everything wanted to end its life, and they were walking out in front of me to do it.
Yeah, they just don't know how to live down there. Unbelievable. Came across a hilarious 4th of July American tradition, and it goes down in small town Oregon, Steph.
Okay.
So small town Oregon, and they do, I'm going to call it a rooster off.
A rooster?
Humans imitating a rooster in the morning.
No way.
Is that what the rooster does, the little cock-a-doodle-doo thing?
Yeah, that's what a rooster does.
Yeah, so I figure we'll listen to some of the submissions, some of the best of, and then we'll see where we stack up in the competition, just in case we decide to take our show on the road to small town Oregon.
Okay.
That was that's a human right there.
That's crazy. That sounds like a rooster.
That was a little screamy.
It's an angry rooster. Wow.
So, I mean, I figure I'll go first. I'll try and do a little cock-a-doodle-doo and see where we stack up in all this, okay? I don't even know where this is coming from.
Let me hear it.
No, I gotta do it differently. You try.
Okay, I mean, not bad, but I don't know where in the voice box you pull this from.
Like, I can't say I've practiced or done this before, so that was my first attempt.
Okay. That sounds like a dying rooster, like maybe you stepped on it. Cock-a-doodle. So I've just come back from a giant paddling trip along the Red Deer River. It was 90 kilometers, and there were lots of, like, warnings about things.
Yeah, the whole 90 kilometer thing, that's the warning number one.
The other warning is you don't have to bring bear spray because it's in the Badlands and apparently bears don't live there.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
But you do have to worry about rattlesnakes.
No. No,
not for you.
No.
Well, it was something we were very careful about to like really, look in our kayaks before we put our feet in them to make sure nothing found a home in there.
Jeez. Didn't think of that.
It doesn't my husband yesterday morning. He puts his arm in his kayak without looking in it. And he feels something that he's like, that doesn't feel like the bag I was trying to pull out. And so he jumped back and then he put his head in the kayak. Yeah.
Why?
You are a very brave man.
I would have like grabbed a selfie stick and put my phone in.
Yeah, there's no way I'm putting any body part close to this kayak any longer. There was a cute little mouse hanging out in there.
Oh, no, gross.
Yeah, it had made a home in there. It had pooped all over the place.
I was going to say, did it take a bunch of turds already?
Yeah, of course it did. And it also started eating the reusable grocery bag that he was using as his dirty clothes bag to make a little nest. And it had put a bunch of chunks of it behind his seat in the kayak.
Oh, my goodness.
And then became the task of getting it out. And we spent about a half an hour trying to coax this little mouse out, and it had eaten some M&Ms. It had found his trail mix and only ate the chocolate out of them.
It's going for a snooze now. It's sleepy.
And so they, pick up the kayak, turn it upside down, and okay, we've got like the oven mitts. Maybe we can grab it with that. But then, of course, it's found a home behind the styrofoam, and now it's really hard to get out. And I said, like, hey, we really got to get going. Maybe we can just take the tent down and let it go out by itself. And my husband was like, absolutely not. I need to see this thing leave the kayak before I get in it.
I need eyes on it.
And I'm trying to be like, it's fine. It's just a mouse. And he's like, oh, yeah, you want to switch kayaks? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Let's roll reversal a little bit here.
Another 15 minutes later, and we did finally get the little guy out of there, but...
That's where you kind of need the snakes to come along, and you throw a snake and it eats it, and then you get the snake out of there.
That's a whole nother problem, Sean. Especially the rattlesnakes we were warned about. Like, you don't want to deal with that in the kayak. That's when I'm like, the kayak's getting burned. I'm not sitting in this ever again.
I think I'm over the way fireworks are done nowadays, Steph.
You're over it?
I'm over it. I've never been a huge firework guy to begin with, but now I'm just not even more. Maybe this is just the old man in me shaking my fist.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, you're a Grinch at Christmas time. You don't care about it. Now you're like, nah, the 4th of July, July 1st, don't care about that either. Fireworks, you can go away.
They're too long. Okay, speed it up, okay?
Wow.
Speed it up. Canada Day, they look great and everything, but 30 minutes? Do we need to go? I was done after 5.
Okay, but to you, like, do you have to go? Could you just maybe show up for the last 10 minutes? Or the last 5 minutes, I guess, and you just get the finale, call it a day?
Maybe.
Do you have to be the party pooper for everyone?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
I do. I'm putting my foot in the ground here. Everyone could move on and do different things. They go on for too long, okay? Yeah, and especially, it's just like you see a different variety, and you see a lot within 5 minutes, even 7 minutes. We'll say I'll push it 2 minutes, okay? 7 minutes. By the time it's almost the same old. You're like, get to the finale. That's what I was like.
Okay, but all of those people that come down to the riverfront to watch the fireworks or come down to the SMS Equipment Stadium, you know, there's a lot of them that had to come in. If they're coming for a 5-minute show, they wouldn't. They'd be like, I'll just watch from Abasand. I'll just watch from my balcony in Eagle Ridge.
That's fine. I mean, that's still good. I guess.
It's not an event, Sean. What's the point?
But you can still go to the concerts and everything beforehand. There's a full day event type of thing, and it's just like a nice hurrah. The other thing is like they haven't evolved enough for me. Like, it's just, you see the same old fireworks for the past 10 years.
No.
Yes.
There are now hearts. There never used to be fireworks in shapes. I even saw a smiley face the other night. They've like added actual shapes to them. They're not just all the...
Are you sure that just wasn't the way they were like kind of spreading?
No, there was like a red mouth and blue eyes and a yellow circle. It was a smiley face.
Were you partaking?
It was sideways, but...
Were you visioning things yourself?
No, Sean, I saw it for real with no added substances in my sights.
Okay, very fair. And I think they're too loud.
Oh my gosh, what are you, a dog? Come on.
I have bad hearing to begin with, so like things are
probably
quiet.
Watched too many great fireworks shows in your day. My goodness.
Yeah, they're too loud. Turn it down a little.
Shake that fist at the sky, old man, and go back to bed. So I've been paddling in the Badlands for the last 4 days. And you don't have to worry about bears. No need to bring bear spray.
Okay.
There's a bunch of cows beside the river as we paddle along.
Yeah.
But then there were a lot of warnings as we prepared for the trip.
Dinosaurs.
No. Well, there was, if you see a fossil, leave it there. But
They're back.
You'll get fined. The warnings were about rattlesnakes.
Oh, yeah, I hate snakes.
I hate snakes too. And they said that these snakes love to live in the Badlands.
I thought you were going to say they love humans.
Well, they like to let you know, hey, I'm here, I'm rattling, don't come close to me, I will bite you.
Oh, okay.
But then if they bite you, I was trying to figure out what do you have to do? And you kind of have a half an hour to get to an ambulance.
What?
You got to call 911. Your organs could start shutting down if you wait 24 hours to get the anti-venom in.
Like wherever they bite you, it doesn't matter if it's like your finger, your arm, your leg, your ankle. 30 minutes anywhere?
Yeah, they're just call an ambulance and get to one. And when you're paddling in the middle of nowhere and you have zero service, not exactly a great thing. They also say, don't panic. Try not to move too much so that you can keep your heart rate down so that the venom doesn't spread faster throughout your body.
Yeah, just don't panic. You're just about to die. Bear's not so bad, I guess.
Exactly. At least I have some bear spray with me. I don't know what you do with a rattlesnake except back away slowly and hope it doesn't
rattle
slither
harder
quickly.
Against them.
Anyway, so many warnings about these freaking snakes. I'm so scared. I'm walking through grass so carefully. Nope, that grass is long. Absolutely not going over there. Did I see a single snake on my trip?
Huh?
No.
Good.
Am I mad about it? No.
I'm laying out a very tough task at hand here, Steph. I'm going back to Regina this weekend for a friend's wedding. Now, I have Friday off and I have Monday off. I was going to leave tomorrow morning, bright and early tomorrow morning, but then my friends told me that the Durs play tonight.
The Durs.
The Riders.
Oh.
The Rough Riders. The Saskatchewan, the CFL, Canadian Football League.
Okay. And the Durs are your favorite team?
No. I don't really care about the CFL all that much, but
Pardon me.
Durs games are just like a party. They're an absolute social event, and the football's just part of it, but the hanging out, socializing, seeing everyone is the other half of it. So kickoff is 7 p.m. tonight, and so right after the show, I'm hitting the road. It's a 9-hour drive. I think that puts me in Regina roughly around 7 o'clock tonight.
And how much is this party worth it to you? Because I feel like you might have a heavy foot and it might result in a speeding ticket.
We'll see what happens. We're just going to go with the flow. It's a tough task at hand, but the adrenaline is starting to kick in and I'm ready to get there.
I do want to remind you, though, that you said that you really don't care about the Durs and playing, so it's okay if you miss the pre-drinks and it's okay if you miss the first one at the
Well,
game,
I want to be
right?
there for the pre-drinks, but the game itself, I just want to kind of socialize and see all my friends.
Give up on the pre-drinks. There is no time for those. You need to be in your car, being a respectful driver for all on the road.
Always. What are you talking? Always.
Text me when you get there, Shawn. I don't trust your safety right now. Hey, Shawn, what do you think about my lips today? Look at them.
Look like lips to me.
No, they have a big duck face kind of involuntarily. They look like I got maybe some injections or I put on some of that plumping lip gloss that
Maybe I've just never looked at them before.
Wow.
Did you? I'm guessing you burnt them.
I did.
Yeah.
I sunburned my lips and they feel like they don't fit into the skin that's allowed there anymore.
I've burnt my lips once and I've bought the SPF lip chap ever since because it was the absolute worst to go through. Just constant cracking.
Yeah, well, that's what it feels like. It feels like every word I'm just waiting for the blood to start trickling down. And I've been shoving on so much lip gloss this morning. I can't believe that I don't have a clown mouth right now, but I certainly have the pucker happening, and it hurts so much.
I will say you probably feel the puff more than it's showing out because it doesn't look obvious.
Thank you. Not that you've ever looked at my lips before to know what size they're supposed to be.
There we go.
I appreciate you trying to instill confidence.
Brand new social media app dropped last night, Steph, and managers and coordinators of social media are crying everywhere because they have to adjust to another social media.
Yeah, new content strategy, have to learn all the ins and outs as the company that made it learns all the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, exactly. The good thing is that it's exactly the same as Twitter, basically. It's Meta's version of Twitter, just like basically like blog text form updates.
Oh, yeah. But then they're going to be like, oh, nobody cares about this. They want videos. So let's add reels to this one as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So there's a lot of transfer over potential from Instagram to this new app, which is called Threads. And so,
which sounds like a clothing store.
Yeah, because on Twitter, when you would post one tweet and then say you had more to add to the 140 characters, so you would post a second tweet under it, that's now a thread.
Right.
So they kind of stole that terminology from,
Typical.
Of course, classic just copycat everywhere type of thing. But it launched yesterday, and the Zuck was saying maybe close to 20 million people have already signed up for the app.
You're kidding. Are you one of them?
A little humble brag. I was within the first 500,000 to be on the app. Because, I had a reminder on my phone to hey, I went into the App Store and I was like, remind me when I can download this app, because I thought it was going to be a scramble to claim a username. And I wanted so bad just to get at Shawn. SHAWN. No extra letters or anything. But it just transfers over your Instagram to the app.
Oh, so you're just stuck with Shawn again.
If anyone's seen my social handles, you'll get that. But
it's like a yawn for Shawn.
But yeah, right now, I'll give it 2 out of 5 stars for me, because you can't customize your timeline yet on the app. So it's just filled with algorithm, and I hate.
That's like Spotify that you don't pay for. They just throw in random songs for you, and you're like, I'm listening to Hamilton. Why is
Young Jeezy playing?
Yeah, exactly. What the heck?
So yeah, once you can customize your timeline, I think I will shift fully over to the app, because the vibe over there is just funny. It's just it reminds me of Vine when Vine came out. Do you remember Vine? It was just 7 second
videos,
and it never switched off from that. And it was just 7-second videos, and it was just hilarious. It was funny. That's the vibe over there. There's no fighting back and forth between political parties and this and that. It's just funny, but I just need to customize my timeline, and then I will give it a higher rating.
How many characters are you allowed?
I haven't got that far.
Oh, okay. Customize the timeline first.
Yeah. There was a big family fun day happening yesterday over at IUOE Local 955. They're just out in Gregoire on the main strip right there. And one of the activities that they had going on for the whole family was this arts and crafts station where you could kind of just make your own t-shirt, basically.
What? That's so fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of really talented artists within our community here. And I want to give a shout out to 2 of them over here, Phoebe and Talia. They not only love Mix 103.7, so big shout out to them for listening, but they are very good at drawing and being artistic, Steph. So I have a t-shirt in front of you over here, and they made us t-shirts.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I love a good white tee, and so that's what we have here. And they love drawing frogs. That was one of the things that they love drawing. So we both have a frog on our t-shirt, all colored in and everything. Yours has a flower on top.
Yes. And yes, on top of the frog, it does. A cute little hair bow, I guess.
Yeah,
eye
and
bow.
Mine has a top hat on top of my frog with a little bow tie on it, a little jester kind of frog. And then the shirt just says something about having my head in the clouds, and yours has an arrow pointing towards mine or something.
Yeah, an arrow pointing towards you, and then it says, "Yep, he's definitely got his head in the clouds. I'm his proof." So we have to wear them together and make sure we're walking on the right side so people understand. I love it.
Yeah, and then on the back of my t-shirt, it's a literal human with their head in the clouds.
And mine's a cat looking over, really fluffy, your head is in the clouds, sir.
Smacking your face face. I'm like, yep, definitely had it in the clouds. Pretty accurate.
Thanks so much for the shirts. We've been trying to get a hold of our wonderful community champion for days now, and we finally just texted him and said, when can we call you? We got some good news for you, and right now is the time. So let's give him a call.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. Is this Todd?
Good morning, Shawn. How are you today?
I'm good. Todd, we finally got a hold of you. It's Steph and Shawn here from Mix 103.7, playing a little phone tag, but I kind of alluded to it earlier that we're going to give you a big prize, man.
Oh, awesome.
So we run this contest. Steph's with me here as well. It's called the Community Champion of the Month. Big shout out to Stratosphere Sports for partnering with this. And Steph, we just take nominations from people in the community, right?
Yeah, people saying, hey, I noticed that this person has been doing something great. They're always great, and I got to tell you about him.
Yeah, so do you know Adrian Goloski?
Yeah, he's a friend and coworker of mine.
Yeah, so Adrian nominated you over on our website, and he basically just said you're an absolutely huge asset to our community, especially the outdoor community. The trail systems wouldn't be what they are without you here, especially the biking trails. You do it because you love the outdoors, you respect the outdoors. You want no recognition, but Adrian's giving you all of it. Your hard work needs to go noticed, and he's also said that your YouTube channel is amazing. Outdoors with Todd. I've seen you on Shaw Spotlight, and it's really cool to see what you get up to. And so for all of that, Todd, we want to say big thank you, and you're getting $100 to Stratosphere Sports for your work in the community.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Congratulations. Keep up the great work.
Will do. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.